everyone, you guys were asking for a Bel'Veth game, so I've got a full Bel'Veth game here. This is a different game than the one in the intro clip, but I just had that clip, I had to show it. So this game is versus Zyra, and I get to start her Raptors without being noticed, which is not too common these days. You don't really get to start the Raptors unnoticed, but my flowchart when I am unnoticed is to take the entire jungle. Usually I don't gank top after, but it just looks so free this game that I had to do it. Usually, like, you see Zyra walking over the ward right there on Raptors. Usually I would, like, recall and then go run into my bot side jungle and meet her. But yeah, anyway, on this top gank, you'll notice that I don't use my E until after Kled's Q has CC'd me. That way I don't get my E, like, interrupted by the CC. So after recalling, you can see Zyra has just gone straight bot. She hasn't done a single camp. It looks like a really free counter gank. Usually I would, like, go try to find her in my jungle and kill her, but, I mean, she's showing bot, so I will go there and kill her. So how to play this gank, it kind of depends on if Braum has flash or not. I'm just kind of assuming that he doesn't have flash, and then I just like finish him off through the bush because my E doesn't need vision. It's OP like that. How we play the next couple minutes is super important for our early game. Normally I would try to invade Zyra's Raptors here, but Kled has crashed his wave under my Gwyn's tower, so he has prio, so I can't really look for the invade. So we just decide to stabilize with a full clear. So now I want to look to get Scuttle, hit level 6, and then try to do Dragon with bot prow. I'm looking bot, and I'm thinking that they're going to walk up here. I don't know how I knew this, considering that I'm literally walking on a ward. I don't know why they're walking up, but like my opponents, I promise, are not low elo. I was like 3 or 4 wins off Challenger when I played this game. Yeah, this gank just works because they don't respect wards. Your bot lanes don't. The enemy bot lane doesn't either. So we can get our true farm off of that, get level 6, get the Scuttle. So our original plan was to do Scuttle and then Dragon, but because we spent time on a bot gank, we no longer have time to do the Dragon and show up to Grubs on spawn, and we're obviously going to prioritize Grubs over Dragon on Bel'Veth because it gives us our enhanced true form. You'll also notice that I have Kraken Slayer at level 6. That is crazy. Most champions cannot do that. I wasn't even ridiculously fed, I'm just 2-0, but that is Treasure Hunter doing work, and also Kraken Slayer is kind of a cheap item, at least in comparison to like Stridebreaker or Borg. At this point, the game is 6-2. We have true form, and we have an easy jungle matchup, so the whole point of the game now is about not dying and showing up everywhere Zyra is so that she cannot influence the game positively. So yeah, she tries for a mid gank. It doesn't work because we're there to counter gank. Even though Kled counter ganks and makes this a 1-for-1, he's losing plays top. This is still a positive play for us, and I get to keep my true form. So you'll notice that we have 5 camps up here, and I still decide to go for Scuttle and then look for a bot gank. When you have true form as Bel'Veth, you want to be as active as possible. You want to be looking for objectives, invades, ganks, anything but farming your jungle. It's okay to farm your jungle, just make sure that it's because you couldn't be doing any of the other above things. And then if you die in this play and lose your true form, your game is over. So that's why this champion is so hard and so unforgiving. So anyway, the bot gank doesn't work, but that's okay. We blew some resources and didn't die. We can just go look for another bot gank, because Zyra doesn't want to match this tempo. She wants to farm her jungle because she's a farming jungler, but I'm okay leaving my camps up and going for the gank. It lets me get 60 seconds of true form, and then I do Dragon to get another 120 seconds. Our bank is back up to 180, and that's why the 3-minute true form is so strong. You're able to bank all that time. So remember, we want to be active, active, active. Zyra tries to do something, we're going to instantly go counter gank that. We always want to be stopping her from whatever plans she's trying to have. You're going to win every fight. This one's pretty easy to play. We just have to avoid getting CC'd, save our E. Now this Kled temporarily gets away because my Q cooldowns are just too long in this direction, but I know that he's going to want to shove this wave, and so I was like, wait a second, I can actually just Q over this wall and then kill him. Now even looking at this replay, I'm very surprised that I failed this Q. Like, I was standing on the wall, but I just got another dash. I'm Bel'Veth, I've got 4 of them. So we can just do this, and our E's back up, so it's just a super easy cleanup. And there we go, back to 3 minutes on true form. So we prioritize Scuttle over our camps here, and then only do our camps because we don't see any plays. I get back on the map, spend my money, and I immediately see a play on Zyra and her jungle. Her golems would normally be safe, but I'm Bel'Veth with true form, so I can just dash the wall and then dash right back over the wall after I draw her Kled nearby. You might think that we go peel off and do the objective now, that we've taken control of the jungle, but no, I see another play on Zyra. She doesn't respect the fact that I can just dash over the wall, dash at her, and then she has no flash. This is just a super easy kill. We almost get another kill here on the Braum, but not quite. I'm able to do everyone's favorite trick on Bel'Veth and do tons of true damage by exploding the corals, but I honestly think if I had waited another half second on that coral on Braum, I would have killed him, but it is what it is. Thankfully my Janna was nearby to save me from the Kled. Now I want you guys to look at the map and understand how good of a position we're in. Look at our waves. And look how many people they have alive. They cannot possibly respond to all of us here. I honestly am only doing Herald because we have nothing else to do. We've already gotten all of the towers and most of her jungle as well. Normally, you'd want to reset instantly here and get back on the map, but I see that I can save my Janna, so I'll spend a couple seconds to push them away. And then we can go back and recall, not get distracted by much. Spend our gold, get back on the map, look for an active play. Don't say anything, that's fine, so we'll just get the dragon. Extend our true form. Get red buff before going back onto the map for the slow on our auto attacks. I would have been happy to just skip the red buff and get back onto the map as well. Either is fine. We see them existing in their jungle, and they can't do that versus a true form Bel'Veth in a game that's 20-7. So we're just going to go in and fight. I mess up here. I really shouldn't E before I'm about to get stunned by Braum passive. I'm so mobile. It's so hard for them to kill me. Like, at this point, I'm just playing the role of the tickler. I'm not going to do any damage anymore. I'm just going to make them think that they can kill me so that they overcommit and, like, blow flash exhaust on me and just try to kill me. I'm sitting here at the edge, dropping Herald. Or really, it was split pushing the whole time. This game is pretty much over. And you'll see that the enemy team agrees because they immediately FF. On to the next game. I am playing Rek'Sai versus Fiddlesticks. I'm pretty scared this game because Fiddlesticks is a crazy good pick into our comp. Like 4 out of our 5 champions want to go in, and that makes us very vulnerable to Fiddlesticks ult. So I've decided to pass top for a few reasons this game. One of them is that I have Sylas, and Sylas loves to fight, so it's going to be very volatile. The second one is that it's Lux versus Smolder, not a super volatile lane, and there's Janna support. It's very good at getting away from me. But I'm looking bot, and they're half HP, and they're fighting, and it's way more volatile than I thought that it was going to be. So I decided 3-camp bot, and then I get spotted by Fiddlesticks' effigy, so I said, okay, never mind, let's not do the gank. It's too obvious. I'm just going to waste my time. So let's just go see if I can get anything done mid. I'm not going to flash on him. We can't kill him. Okay, I don't get anything done, but, you know, I definitely pull Fiddlesticks away from doing his full clear, so that's nice. Let's go look top now. Okay, it's warded. So I've basically put pressure on all 3 lanes. All of my ganks have failed. But I've prevented Fiddlesticks from doing a full clear. Ultimately, I'm really not that behind. This is just a game where none of the early ganks work. We do end up getting a scuttle and really not falling that far behind. So what we're seeing here is what I like to call the I'm bored, so I'm going to start dragon. Tons of junglers do this. I used to do this a ton. These dragon calls are almost always bad. Fiddlesticks does actually end up getting the dragon, which is crazy, and I have to flash on him to get on top of him because he has Sork shoes. So we kill him, and we kill this Janna as well. I'd say that 2 kills is... you'd rather have dragon than 2 deaths, but because this dragon also cost him a lot of time, that he wasn't doing camps, that he wasn't getting towards level 6, and these kills are so early in the game that we get to snowball with them, I'd say this is probably a pretty even trade, maybe even favorable towards us. So we recall, we spend our gold, and then we go look for an invade angle, because Fiddlesticks certainly cannot clear all of his camps, and then we just got lucky that he went topside. I mean, if he went bot side, we would have invaded him with Elise, so, I mean, that could have been a good result as well. We see Janna's mid, so this is a super duper free dive. I really wanted to stay on Gromp so I could hit level 6, but Elise really wanted me to dive right now. She was totally correct. I should not have greeted for Gromp, and I was correct to get off of it, but I really could have not even started it. So we get the Gromp after, we get level 6, and then we're going to go contest the enemy fiddle and make sure that he doesn't do anything. Let's see if we can cut this Janna off, and we do get the knock-up, but we don't get any follow-up, which is fine. We're able to get the grubs now that our support is here. I'm a little bit scared of Fiddlesticks, so I want to pull this out, but this Fiddlesticks is not actually sitting over the wall. He's just standing on vision, which makes him very vulnerable. Now I have the Kiana champion, who just kind of auto-wins grub fights because of how strong her ult is, and yeah, we win the grub fight because Kiana gets a really massive ult. I don't know what they were thinking, though, taking a grub fight against, like, Elise support, Sylas, Kiana. I mean, our comp is perfect for a level 6 river fight, and they have shit like Ornn and Fiddlesticks. So they end up getting all of them dying. Super awesome for us. We get the grubs as well. We're in a completely dominant position now. Let's see if we can carry the game. Alright, so when you come out of base with Titanic, you are insanely strong. You definitely want to look for a play. You don't want to look for farm in your jungle. We know that Zed's in our jungle. We're able to cut him off, clean up a free kill. So right here, I think I actually would have liked to do an invade on Fiddlesticks, but I settle for Dragon instead, which is perfectly fine. I mean, doing objectives is certainly good. He seems a little bit more dominant to get an invade off, maybe look for a kill. But, you know, I'm happy with getting the Dragon. So Zed respawns really quickly and immediately runs bot with his home guards to try to prevent me from diving. Right here, it's very important that I don't knock him up, because then he could ult me without getting CC'd. Maybe not, because I have the Elise Cocoon, but that's at least what I was thinking about at the time. I want to be able to knock him up after he ults me. So this Smolder really overstays, and I think that they have a ward at Tribush, so he sees that he's dead. That's why we have this awkward-looking kill where it looks like he's inting, but he just saw Elise and Kiana behind him, so he accepts his death. Coming out of base, we're going to go to the opposite side. This is just where our camps are, and then we see that Ornn is going to go top to hit the Crunchy Tower and collect some plates. I can probably kill this guy. He's got full MR to lane into Sylas, so pretty easy to just save our ult for his dash, and then just run him down. The way he dies here is pretty funny. I fail my E because I dropped vision. I probably shouldn't have even casted it. But he E's right into a Lux ult that wasn't even aimed at him. So she gets the freest double ever. I bet she was a little bit confused. Then she killed the Fiddlesticks, and we're already in his jungle. We can definitely take that opportunity to steal some of his camps and walk back into the river. And hey, there's another opportunity for a free kill on Ornn. Between me and Elise, we just have so much CC and damage. These jungle champions are very strong. That leads to a free Herald. So on this sequence, we have killed Ornn. We have killed Fiddlesticks. The team has anyway. We've killed Ornn again. We've got the Herald, and now we're going to go kill the Zed. And now Ornn is TPing. We might be able to kill him too. I fail my knock up there because of a well-timed W from him. He flashes, and Janna pulls, and then he ults. So we got Ornn's TP, flash, and ult, but he lives. Pretty good sequence. On to the next sequence. We started out just by doing Dragon. So Kiana's dead. I usually wouldn't want to run straight into their jungle with a dead team member like that, but my teammates do. That's their play. I'm not going to go in with them. They do get a 1-for-1 jungler for support, which I'm actually a pretty good trade. Now we get the Lux Q on Zed, who I definitely did not need to flash for, and yet he flashes anyway, like he can dodge Rek'Sai ult damage. I swear nobody knows what this ability does. So we're going to drop Herald mid and then go look to steal Fiddlesticks' jungle. His Raptors aren't up, and then, oh hey, my Sylas is flanking with Ornn ult to spoon feed me the freest kill on Smolder. I'd be pretty frustrated if I were him. So at this point, the game becomes about not throwing. I pull scoreboard up here. We can see that we are very ahead, and I have a 1k shutdown, so it's very important that we don't die and we don't do anything stupid. We don't need to do anything crazy anymore to win the game. We can just only go for obvious plays and play where we have numbers. So naturally, we go top and tower dive the Ornn, get CC'd under tower, and immediately lose our 1k to Fiddlesticks, who is like the greatest threat to our team.
We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
We decided to get Steric's second item this game. I value the tenacity for the Fiddlesticks ult and the shield for the Fiddle and Zed ult. Anyway, going into the jungle, we find a nice double knockup that gets followed up off our team. It's a free double kill. Baron hasn't even spawned yet, so we just take their jungle, set up the Baron, get the Scuttle, and we can look to do Baron pretty soon. Kiana takes the Scuttle because she needs Serpent's Fang, so she's going to recall and get that, and we're going to use that time to do our blue and our Gromp, and then we can go run into the map and look for some kills. Looks like everyone's collapsing mid, so we're going to have a 5v5 here. Fiddlesticks is luckily not sitting in the fog. We were able to find him, so his champion is no longer that scary. I could ult him here, but I would definitely die. We don't need to ult him. He's already really low HP and not really a part of the fight. We can just wait for the team to do the work. With a free engage on Smolder. Fiddlesticks has returned, and he is ulting in now. He gets a lot done. Honestly, a ton done for how low HP he was. I thought he was out of the fight. It's still not enough for him to overcome this huge gold deficit, so we're able to clean up the fight. That leads to us getting Baron. We're going to get Spirit Visage next because we want to amp our shield from Steric's, amp our healing from our passive, and also get MR for the Fiddlesticks, who's really like the main threat to us. I don't think Smolder or Zed are too threatening. think normally here we'd be pretty happy to just take the inhib tower and the inhib and then leave, but because Zed is pushing bot, it kind of baits us to stay longer because we don't want to give him bot tower for free. We think we can end. Then we realize that Lux is and it's a 4v4, and Fiddlesticks is spawning at 5. So let's just get out of here. Let's not do anything too crazy. Okay, hang on. If they're going to all in and get melee range and be like this, I guess I'll go in. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, no, this was actually bad. Unless I flash out and I have Hysteric Shield and Magic Resist for the Spirit Visage. And even though, like, on a macro scale, like, that was a misplay, it ends up just working out because of our wall-eye cap and our build being pretty well-suited for that specific situation. I really like what's about to happen here with Qiyana taking a random tower shot. Sylas Q's Qiyana. Qiyana ults the little small circle. Smolder ults the Qiyana. Everyone misses everything. On to the next and hopefully final sequence. There's a random fight that breaks out while Smolder and Ornn are on vision mid and top wave, so we know we have a 5v3 here. Very easy to fight when you're 5v3, turns out. We clean them all up, and hopefully we can go in this game 5v2. Now, if I had hit that Q on Smolder instead of the minion, I would have ulted him, got behind him, and then knocked him up, and Elise would have cocooned him, he would have died, and the game is just instantly over. Because I missed and Smolder lives, we have to go through bot wave, and he's able to wave clear, so we actually don't end the game right now. We have to recall and try again. We are making progress, though. We're getting inhibs. We're going to use these inhibs to get soul. And then we're going to get Baron. We are taking our sweet time ending this one. So right here after Baron, my team recalls and Sylas and I don't, and I kind of miss this detail, so I'm thinking I can interact with champions instead of play safe. I blind tunnel in. I actually thought that Zed was in this bush. But yeah, I eat the Ornn ult and the Zed ult, and the Smolder ult, and the Fiddlesticks ult, and I don't even have to blow my flash or anything. Like, I can just walk out because my tunnels are just that strong to be able to tunnel in and then tunnel out. Not very many champions can dash in and then immediately dash back out right after. So getting all 4 of their ults makes closing this game out pretty easy. And then finally on this sequence, we're able to end the game. Yeah, GG's. Thank you for watching, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. That means a lot. I've been really enjoying making these videos, so guys, thanks for watching.